What's up guys, it's Emma and Christian here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tekken 7. So it's been almost 8 years since the last canon Tekken game, and that was released back in 2009. The series has finally returned with Tekken 7, launching this Friday for the PS4, Xbox One and PC. In this review, we got hands-on with the PS4 version of the game, which includes some exclusive features, but we'll go into those in more detail a little bit later on.
Despite making several Tekken videos on this channel, we never actually admitted to not playing any game in the Tekken series before. Well, that's not true. I played Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but that's more of a Capcom game. Regardless, this is our first proper Tekken experience, so if you guys are interested to hear what newcomers think of this game, definitely stick around. So let's talk about the story mode, which a lot of fans have high expectations for. Now, as a Street Fighter fan, I don't have any expectations for any type of story mode whatsoever, so I think it's safe to say you guys are spoiled.
Tekken 7's story mode is more like a feature-length film than an extended story that overstays its welcome. It took us roughly 2.5 hours to finish it, but if you're good at the game, it could probably take less than 2 hours. There are a few tough fights in there, but we won't spoil those for you. Trust us though, some of these fights are really hype.
The actual story itself meant nothing to us as people that know nothing about Tekken. To be honest, we started to get into it after a few missions, especially when Akuma showed up. You won't learn everything about each of the characters on the roster, as the story only focuses on a handful of them. If you don't care about the Mishima family, then you are somewhat out of luck.
There are an additional 28 character episodes, though we have to admit that these episodes are disappointing compared to the main story. Each character episode contains 2 paragraphs of context before you jump into a battle. And when we say jump into a battle, we literally mean one fight.
Don't let the length of the story mode or the character episodes make you think you are getting a raw deal. As 2 people that had no interest in the Tekken story whatsoever, we came out of it enjoying every minute of this campaign. There aren't any boring parts to the Mishima saga, and if you find the fighting in Tekken boring, then you probably shouldn't be playing the game in the first place.
If you too are new to Tekken, the story mode includes a feature called Story Assist. This allows players to have an easier time performing the special moves of each character, because there's no way a new player is going to know how to play as anyone in this game. We felt this option worked well in the story mode, though over-reliance on it can cause problems in versus mode, so we'd recommend using it sparingly.
If I have one complaint to make about this game, it has to be the lack of any proper tutorial or guide on how to play. I suppose in this day and age, players can find this information for themselves, but I must say I expected to see something like this given how complex Tekken 7 is.
The other modes you can expect to see in Tekken 7 include Arcade Mode, Practice, Versus and Treasure Battle. You've also got your online modes that allow you to play ranked matches, player matches and online tournaments. We didn't get to play too much of the online modes, though from our brief experience, the netcode seems to be pretty good. There's also the customization options, character customization and player customization. Character customization allows you to just mess up any character and make them look insane. Player customization lets you change the look of the health bars as well as a few other things.
Tekken 7 also features a gallery packed with loads of movies and art from the previous Tekken games, like all of them. It seems great if you're a fan of the series. You can sit back and watch your favourite nostalgic moments. As we mentioned earlier, we got to play the PS4 version of the game, which comes with 2 exclusive features, VR mode and Jukebox. VR mode is trash. It's a complete gimmick that has no real value aside from giving the 10 PSVR owners something to feel better about their purchase. VR mode allows you to play on Infinite Azure as you fight against a CPU opponent. You also have the option to watch a replay in VR, which is, well, rubbish. The resolution is so low that you might as well be playing the game on a DS. It doesn't add anything to the game, and you shouldn't feel bad if you don't pick up the PS4 version of the game.
The feature you may feel bad about missing out on is the Jukebox. You can use the Jukebox to set up playlists for each of the stages in the game, and yes, you can choose from the entire library of Tekken tracks. We think this feature is fantastic. We can only imagine how Tekken players will react to having all of the BGMs available on demand.
We really need to stress how the length of the story mode is not indicative of how great this game is. Tekken 7 is loaded with content that is bound to make even the most casual of Tekken fans happy. As a Street Fighter fan, you people don't know how good you've got it. We barely get a complete game, and yet, for the same money, you get everything you could possibly want and more.
Featuring 36 characters and 20 stages, even if you're buying Tekken 7 just to play with a friend locally, the game is still amazing value for money. Tekken 7 is easily the best fighting game to come out in a long time, and it wouldn't surprise us if it ends up being the best fighting game to release this year. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please remember to subscribe to our channel for more Tekken videos. We've got footage of the entire story mode that we aren't allowed to put up until the game launches, plus we really want to learn the game, so we may be streaming it at some point too. Have a good day and see you in the next video.